The Lifestealer Slider combination up to the top. Eyes onto Hester Joe.
Yep,
Actually, a bit of a go here. Well,
yeah, okay. In trouble.
Hester Joe pops the verify. In fact, bringing Solitude down low. Pablo taking the tower hits, but they get away with it. Hester Joe's down. Swing this lane back. So, bottom lane. This is going to be where Horde look to get something done instead with the setup onto Rise. He's down. So Horde, I kind of like this. You know, they realize the mid lane. It's going to be hard to contest an Ogre standing next to a Silencer. So just look to get stuff done elsewhere on the map.
This is a worry for the Batrider. He can't farm the jungle freely, and that is going to hurt their timing. Arrow's going to come in. Oh,
bit of a mess up on the timing now. Imperial looking for the turnaround, going in onto Excalibur, slowing him down, bashing him out, and he's gone. Baby Knight, though, may pay for his sins. One more touch from Pablo will do it, but the Fairy Fire's been put, and Baby Knight turns it around there. Imperial get the 2 kills in the mid lane. Imperial as well, putting a lot of pressure on Rise, ready to lead in. Noir going to have the initial stun to buy the time. Eclipse as well, and the Lucent beam to do it. In fact, they don't even need to need the Lucent. Luna's still got it, so they could try and look to burst out something more. Horde now turning up to contest this. Imperial have Ace immediately going to go for the TP, and he's going to get out. Good silence there to make sure no extra damage is laid down onto the Luna. Noir might be the one to pay for this, though, as Horde did bring in the full cavalry. They'll get a kill out of it. But at the end of the day, it's Imperial moving in aggressively, taking down Horde's offlaner. They do have Blink now complete from Kefka. They're going to smoke up. They need to get something big done with this, and they certainly can. If they can find the perfect Blink crush, they have the potential to rip Imperial to pieces, but they are again going to be fighting into the silence and such. It's actually going to be Hester Joe getting the jump in. Global Silence comes out. There will be an Astral in time to hold down the bat, but Ace tries to come in looking for an Eclipse, but the crush from Kefka in the backup is going to mean that Luna can't get it off. They turn their attention towards Ake, but he himself managed to get himself far enough behind. Imperial not finding the jump in, and now they've got to be careful because Horde with the Moonlight.
Yeah,
Kefka still with the Blink. Let's see if they can get anyone on the stragglers of Imperial. It's going to be eyes towards Noir, held in place by the Fortunes, and Kefka actually messing up the crush there. He tried to go for the Blink, but the Ignite was on him for Noir, so he doesn't find the opening. Now they'll look towards Ace. Ace popping the Eclipse. Solitude's Raid's going to run out, but there's the Blink crush. Kefka catches out Batrider. No one yet to die. Ake keeping Steve alive there with a false promise. He'll turn around, try to look for the Luna, but he's going to pop. The false promise ended up killing him at the end of it. He took too much damage. Kefka hits a nice crush, but he's all on his own. 4 dead on Horde. The Danes are doing it in Solitude.
So there's no BKBs on the side of them at the moment.
And
they're just way too poor.
The man that we're talking about immediately just controls Ake. There'll be the jump in for Kefka. Looks to try and find something in return. Ake keeps himself alive with a false promise here.
Maybe nice dead.
Let's see if they can get a bit of a turnaround. Solitude working in onto the Batrider. They'll get the bash through for the Slaughter. They've found 2, but Ake's going to drop. And, well, Imperial still in a good position to fight. Ace, he's fully up. He'll get forced forward. The crush did catch him out. The Sanity's being dropped. Ace is actually going to drop. This is exactly what Horde need, the turnaround fight. Now towards Rise. Solitude will focus onto the Rubik. The rest of them turn towards the Ogre. Horde, they're going to look to take the team right, and they're going to get it. This time, Horde bring it back into the game. It's such a tough game for Horde to win.
They don't have a lot of magical damage, aside from the OD ultimate.
Yeah. Bit of a jumping. Kefka looks for Baby Knight. They want to get the Silencer out of the fight. Immediately they're going to be able to do it. Baby Knight's out. Excalibur pots the BKB. Looking to chase down Noir. Ace coming out with the Eclipse, but Solitude, he's got a fair bit of health in the tank with the armor, and Ace is just going to be turned around upon. They're trying to bring him down. Hester Joe's turned up. Ake, false promise onto Steve as he self-astrals himself as well, keeping himself alive. Pablo in with the Starstorm. Solitude trying to take down Rise, but it's going to be Solitude himself, amped up and brought down. Lifestealer out the fight for a full minute. Does have a buyback available, but Hester Joe in with the lasso onto Excalibur. Ake trying to keep him alive. The Astral again from Steve. Protects himself, and the buyback was used indeed from Solitude. He's got to look to try and find something big out of this one. He's looking towards Ace. The Global Silence comes out. He purges it off with the Diffuser Blaze, pops the Rage, jumps down onto Luna. The Aegis is gone. They need to kill Ace a second time, though. They've used the buyback here. They've got to make it worth it. The arrow from Pablo,
nice
beautifully
arrowing.
timed. It's a good multicast from Noir, but it's not going to be enough by the looks of it. Rise trying to do his best. He steals the crush. Hits a 3-man crush there with the stolen one, but they're still losing heroes. That's down. Kefka jumps in again with the crush. Noir and Rise looks to chase him. Baby Knight being focused by Solitude, and Baby Knight's out. He did manage to get a double kill on the way down, bringing down Steve and Ake. Solitude, can he get himself out back to safety with Pablo? The sentry is there from Rise. He needs the mana. He pops the stick charges. He's got it, brings back Solitude, and that's a huge kill. Rise playing out of his mind there in that team fight, hitting the steals, and indeed, Solitude out for a full 70 seconds. Steve does have buyback available, so does Ake. But the mid-racks looking to be in dire straits as Ace pushes on forward.
Rise actually MVP of that fight, 100%. The steals that he was able to get, not only the crush, but also the actual amplified damage as well. And, well, Kefka, he's going to be able to see if he can look for a kill over here onto Yoga Magi.
Buyback's coming out. They know that they cannot afford to lose racks at this stage of the game. And they'll get Rise, and they'll get Noir as well. Horde picking up 2. If they can catch them off guard, we know that Horde can win a fight. but this is a little risky. If the heroes start to go down, they don't have buybacks, it's going to be awful. Kefka jumps in, hits the two-man crush. Immediately, the silence comes out, the Eclipse, so he's going to be held in place, in fact, that they have managed to take down the Batrider. That's Hester Joe Rodman hitting the sidelines. Solitude looks towards the Ogre Magi. They're going to be able to find themselves a second, a third as well, as Rise falls out as well. Only Ace and Baby Knight left in, and Kefka continuing the momentum.
Ace
jumps in onto the silencer. Baby Knight's down. Ace has to get himself back.
That last one, they're going to go on the aggressive themselves.
Ace actually going to be Astrid. A bit of a whiff there with the jump combo, but they'll look to turn towards Rise. There's the Aghanim's lasso in place, holding the two in position and allowing Ace to pummel into Kefka and Solitude. Kefka's out, and now they move forward. Solitude caught away from his team line, and they found it. The second kill.
This is where they're the most dangerous, because this is where they can just shred into buildings.
On a good multicast onto Solitude. In fact, he's taking a hell of a lot of damage. He's got to be careful here. Ake does not have False Promise available. Still on cooldown, and Hester Joe again
beautiful
with the Aghanim's lasso.
What a pickup that Aghanim's has been.
Horde. We've got Kefka readying up. A good three-man crush. They're going to look to find the jump in. Sanity is going to get laid down. Doesn't do an insane amount of damage. It'll be enough to take the Ogre out. Pablo jumps forward, looking towards the bats out of this one. Baby Knight from the silence, trying to turn around with the Glaives, doing a hell of a lot. And Pablo couldn't find himself anything more. There's going to be two buybacks. Only Ake to be on the side at the moment. Ace, Baby Knight still sticking around. Kefka jumps in, hits the crush, but Ace, he's still pummeling back in with insane amounts of DPS. Excalibur, he forces himself down. Let's see if they can get themselves away. Pablo with the arrow, trying to stem the aggression from Imperial. But he has to back out. The Linkers have been popped there. The buyback came available just in time for Kefka. Full fight back on. They'll look towards the Ogre Magi, the bash from Solitude. That's one down. He played onto Ace, immediately mantering it off, trying to get himself back, but Kefka jumps in, hits the crush. Again, the two-man lasso is there. He's going to be Astral, but the lasso persists through it whilst he's in another dimension. It doesn't seem to matter, though, because this time it's Horde hitting back. They've taken down 3. This is risky for Imperial. We saw that they expect a lot of buybacks. The arrow from Pablo. It catches Baby Knight. The sentries drop. They've got the vision silencers out as well. 4 down, maybe even more. Rise still caught in the midst of it all. It's going to be a team wipe. Horde knocking down Imperial. Very, very careful about how they go about these next few minutes of play. In fact, well, I say that Kefka's actually hit a beautiful two-man crush. But again, this double-man lasso dragging Kefka up to the high ground. They need to get Ace in with the damage. Here comes the Luna heading across. They've managed to catch 2 of them up on the top. Kefka and Solitude being focused, fired down by Baby Knight's Glaives of Wisdom. Solitude to fall as well. That's 3 hitting the deck for Horde. Imperial keep them all alive, and again, I think you may have to ban the bat, or at least do something about it, because Hester Joe.
It doesn't like Imperial really care about this,
Pablo,
to be honest.
He's come in trying to clear this one out. The stolen crush from Rise holding him in place. They'll look for the lead power, but BKB is still on cooldown. Pablo in a lot of trouble here, and he's going to be down. He's out. No buyback. Oh, sorry, he has got the buyback. It must have just come back available. He will use it, but the rest of the team of Horde.
Oracle dead as well now,
oh,
and Excalibur's stayed in the mid lane, but
Ace.
Imperial don't care. They're like,
for the base.
What are you going to do? You're an OD. You can't exactly bring down the racks and base racers, and he's going to have to TP back.
He's got to do something big. He's trying to go for Baby Knight, but the BKB comes out. They'll turn towards Kefka. BKB from Ace, and Horde being forced to split. They've got to run themselves away from this Luna. Ace just forcing the side back. Telekinesis from Rise holds Pablo in place, keeping himself alive with the E-Blade, but it doesn't matter. He gets nuked down. He's out for a full 110 seconds. And Kefka to drop as well in the side. They have Steve and Solitude alive, but they've got to deal with a full 5-man of Imperial. Let's see what they can do. The multicast come through. Excalibur trying to look towards the bat, but it's all over this game 1 for Horde. GG is called. Imperial take the lead at the start of the best of 3. And what a game to begin the grand finals with as well. A fantastic performance from Imperial, but at the same time, Horde really giving it their all.
Can I pick it up? Oh, it's Excalibur Meepo, baby. I'm loving it.
Okay. Well, that's a way to kick it off. First blood for Baby Knight. Mid lane, Baby Knight continues to maintain control. Top lane, Solitude makes a bit of guns. Oh, look at that nuke though from Hester Joe, ripping Horde to pieces. They've got to back up. Solitude could be in trouble here. Pablo looking for the body blocks, and for the time being, it's going to allow the Slark to get back. They'll turn towards Ake though instead, and with a quick fire blast from Dwyer.
And then it'll be into the Manta.
Let's have a look towards the mid. Imperial taking this tower. Arrow to fly. Isn't going to clutch onto anyone. Kefka hitting the crush only onto the Ogre. They're ready to turn around and fight. Hester Joe's turned up, and in fact, can't quite get the duel out in time on Solitude. It possibly Shadow Knight, but they've got to be careful. There's the Stampede. Ace comes in. They'll get the duel down onto the Slark. Slark's out. They do manage to deny the tower, but with the Astral set up onto Ake, Imperial almost likely to find themselves a second. They do indeed. Baby Knight dominating 7 for 0.
The return damage continues.
Yeah, they get themselves another.
This is just crazy.
Mid lane though, maybe this is the chance for Horde to get themselves their first pick. They're looking towards Rise. Rise does have backup. The jump in from Hester Joe. Looking for Jewel, but he's just outside the Static Storm. He can't quite get it. Rise still alive here, will fall. So Horde get a kill, but as quickly as that happens, they'll get themselves a +10 damage on Hester Joe. They've already found themselves 2. They may even get more. The multicast coming through onto Pablo. Baby Knight finally turns up. They'll find themselves 1. Solitude's got to run. He's got to hide. He's out of mana. The Stampede's used. They might even be able to find both of them here. They've found the Mirana. Solitude to go down as well.
You just can't run away from this team. It is absolutely brutal.
He comes back in. Rest of the team now as well there with the presence. Ace ready to move in for the stomp. Standing Storm just get laid down by Aka, but just look at the damage that Baby Knight's outputting with the double edge as well from Ace. That's one out. Solitude jumps in. He looks like he will be down, but there's the duel from Hester Joe. They've found a third. Pablo into the tree line. They're going to find him. Kefka's out of mana, out of luck. They do end up dropping Pablo. They drop Kefka as well. 19-2. It's getting to the point where you wonder if the Swedes are just going to call an early night.
This is disgusting. Basically, what happens is, like, Horde come in to try and fight. One of them gets Nightmared. One of them gets Astraled. Imperial just blow up one that's on his own.
I mean, the Bane pick's been perfect. You know, we're questioning the draft.
We did question it. We were like, what is this pick? And it's perfect. It really is. That is eventually going to come in. Oh. We're going to see some aggression up there on the top lane.
Imperial,
there's only two of them. There's only 2 of them here. They got a bit cocky.
They need some backup. Bane's on his way over, but it looks indeed they are going to get punished for this one. And Noir going to be surrounded by Excalibur. The Static Storm's down from Ake. Baby Knight. He can't get his way out of this. Oh, that's cheeky sanities to take down the Slardar with him. But Horde, they'll take that. Getting themselves 2 kills, only losing 1, and of course with the lead that Imperial have, any kind of giveaway in terms of deaths is going to be a nice bit of a gold swing for Horde. And desperation plays.
Yeah, I mean this is a desperation.
It's been spotted out. Imperial, they're going to be all over this.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh well, hello. No, not even then. Not even then. And Hester Joe gets himself out. Pablo will jump in with the Star Still, but he's quick to go as well. I mean,
will Solitude do it? I mean, they're 25-4 down. This game is effectively over. Yeah, he's going to do it. Ooh, he doesn't get it, and he's in trouble.
I'm booking my taxi.
Yeah, book your taxi. We're going back to the hotel very shortly, I think. He's still alive. He's TPing. No. Baby Knight drops the hammer.
26-4. Horde.
You want to get excited about this, but it's just difficult to when Horde is so far behind. Oh god, and Pablo talking to being
there. Drop the Static Storm, see if they can make a bit of a go on to Baby Knight, but immediately in the middle of it all, Hester Joe jumps in, they look towards one of the Meepos, Excalibur falling down, Loney's out. They do manage to find the Legion Commander kill, they've lost Kefka as well, buyback on Meepo. Excalibur trying to go for round 2, can he really pull this up? But no, the damage from Baby Knight, too much, triple kill for the OD.
Oh my god, he's still alive. Solitude wants the kill, he wants it, he's not going to get it.
Oh, he's down as well. Kefka in with the crush.
Can they kill Baby Knight? They can.
But GG Gratz is called. The Swedes tap out. And Imperial are your champions here at WESG. Ake and the boys showed what they were able to pull together and pull out with a stack that you can only imagine, obviously, with the situation of Ake leaving Alliance and such.